Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Paragliding Banter. We have a special episode today, and it's all the way from Ukraine. We have Eugene from Ukraine, who is an engineer of physics, who has studied magnetic phenomena in university, and he's doing something really interesting, which caught my eye on Instagram. He sent me a request on Instagram talking about his company, and I just circulated that with my friends, and then it just boiled into talking with him, and it was very interesting. So what he does is he is a manufacturer of a harness, and he's made a new harness, and his company's name is Instream. And this harness is really a new design idea where you can fit two or three things together to make it into a versatile harness for many things like hike and fly, as well as a normal flying chair harness. Uh, it has got many other capabilities that we're going to speak about today. So this has come as a very pleasant surprise, and with the power of social media, where we don't know each other, and now we are here talking about the harness. So I want you to welcome Eugene. Eugene, welcome to Paragliding Banter.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. Glad to see you, glad to hear you.
Awesome. So Eugene is based in Ukraine, and he also has been flying since 2013. He has been flying XC and mostly hike and fly, but Ukraine being a country where not much of weather permits flying XC, so they do a lot of para motoring. But hey, today we're going to talk about the harness that you've made. So Eugene, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? What have you studied? I know I introduced you as an engineer, but could you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I don't have really nice story how I come to paragliding industry. I came to paragliding industry accidentally. I just studied the last year in the university, and I was searching for the job, and I found an ad at the web page of job hunting web page.
Right.
Like paragliding company searching for the 3D engineer, for the 3D designer, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but in the university, I was really into 3D design. I studied by my own SolidWorks and Rhinoceros and Blender, so I really love 3D. So that's why I called them. And actually, I didn't know anything about the paragliding. It was 2010 or yeah, something like this. And then I came to their office and I saw the gliders and parachutes and paramotors. It was super exciting for me. So they just asked me, can I make a 3D of the backpacks and the harnesses? And they showed me the harness, and it was really strange because so many straps, so many webbings, so many buckles.
Right.
That's not quite an ordinary thing, what you can see in the normal life if you are not into the paragliding. So yeah, I told them, okay, guys, let's try. Maybe in 2 weeks I can draw some backpacks or yeah, and they just gave me the harness, and I just try. I was trying to copy it and make a 3D. Then after 2 weeks, it was quite successful project. Yeah, and they called me to the company, and I worked there for probably 2 years or something like this. Yeah, something like that. And then in 2015, I think, or 16, I joined Eugene Gliders company. Yeah, and I moved to Korea and worked there up to 2020.
Yeah. Awesome. So here we are today. You have designed a harness which has got many features. Some of them are new. Would you talk to us through that? What's the first thing that you can tell us about this harness? I have seen the video. I will post the link to the video in when we telecast the episode or when we publish the episode. But for people who are listening now, could you please tell us a little bit more about the harness and the design bits about it?
Oh yeah, for sure. So this time I was really trying to think the customer oriented design.
Right.
So I was trying to guess what do they need, what do this part of customers needs. I mean, hike and fly.
Right.
So probably they need a harness which is light and compact and really friendly in using. So when it's super easy to pack your glider and you don't have to squeeze it down when you have to, because for example, if you don't have this kind of stuff which already designed exactly for hike and fly, so you have to make this set by your own, and you have
correct.
to
Right.
you have to find a proper harness, a proper backpack, and you have to fit with your glider, with your rescues. Then you will have to find a way how to pack it.
Right.
Yeah, and I was trying to make something really like when the harness fits perfectly with the backpack, when backpack fits perfectly with any existing glider. And for example, they need to airbags and rescue container integrated to the harness.
Right.
Then you don't have to think about this, to the carabiner mounted
the front
rescue.
mounted rescue. You don't need to worry about.
Front mounted.
So basically,
rescue.
You don't need to make your hike and fly equipment. Your harness will take into account all of that. So your
you
harness
just buy this
designed,
harness and that's
you're
it.
ready to fly.
That's it.
That's awesome.
You just need to have a glider and a rescue. That's it.
So this harness will incorporate underseat rescue.
Yes, underseat rescue, because for the left-handed, from the left, you can order like left-handed version. Let's say like this. If you're a left-handed person or southpaw like this, it's gonna be from the left side, and if you are normal, ordinary man, so it's gonna be from the right side.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think this underseat rescue placement, this is the safest option, I think, because according with the last researchment from Andrea Bandera, from the YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw an episode when they tested the rescue systems of many harnesses, and and
Dr. Matt Wilkes did that.
It tells us.
Yeah,
it tells us a lot about how it through the rescue.
Right.
So probably this underseat placement is the most secure place, the most safest option.
Right.
What else? So for sure this harness has an airbag, because I think airbag is the safest passive protection, because if you check all the paratest information, so airbag provides you the best this G factor
protection. Okay.
The best protection.
Okay.
Yeah, it has a pre-inflation system with an ethanol spring wire inside. Yeah, it's quite light, only 2.2 kilograms, with a seat plate and this airbag mode and the backpack. So with carabiners.
Right. So what's really interesting that when I saw the video that you sent across was that I could use this as a hike and fly only, which has got like a bikini kind of harness setting. It has got, along with that, underseat mounted reserve. But if I'm flying as a chair harness on a normal XC flying or a soaring flight, I can add the airbag. I can zip it up to the existing bikini harness, and it makes an airbag harness, and everything else remains the same.
Yes, for sure.
So you can actually configure this harness for hike and fly, and for as a chair harness for normal flying, which could be XC or could be soaring. That's really
that
nice.
was the reason, because you buying this harness, you actually buy two harness, a really light hike and fly harness, and the harness for the general flying.
Right.
Yeah. So if you don't need this airbag and you have just a speed glider or mini wing, so you just clip out this airbag mode and you can fly down. with
How
honest loop.
fast can you clip out this? It's pretty quick.
Yeah, for me it takes like 15 seconds.
Oh, okay, that's fast.
Yeah.
And you just
Yeah.
clip that into
Yeah,
your
maybe.
hike and fly harness, and it becomes a airbag harness.
Yes. Yeah,
That's
but
awesome.
for sure, if you use it the first time, maybe it's gonna take like 1 minute.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice. I mean, instead of investing in two harnesses, one for hike and fly and one for your normal flying, you can just buy one harness and it serves both the.
Yes, and one more thing, what I consider is really important thing, you don't need to use to another type of the harness. So because sometimes different buckles, different strap system, different adjustment, they can misguide the pilot. And as you know, really popular accident is when pilots don't close the leg straps.
Right.
This is
That's
very
happened.
popular, and
Yes.
yeah, it happens quite oftenly, unfortunately. Yeah. Yes, but if you have only one harness, you don't have to use to another type, so you don't have to learn anything new, and it's going to be the same feelings in the air. What is really important for the very beginners, the pilots, like leisure pilots who fly probably once a month.
Right. So it's important to have the same kind of system so that you're not caught unawares, and you're used to the same kind of settings and the muscle memory. So I've also seen in your video that the buckles are up on the chest strap. So there's no way you can miss them, because there are no separate leg buckles. You just go on to the onto the chest.
Yeah, just two buckles. This is very safe option. I think this is the safest. Just one problem I would say could happen if you do a water landing.
Okay.
But actually,
yeah,
no,
that's an SIV. Yeah, we should not do any water landing unless you're doing an SIV and you have a boat ready for you.
Yes, this is not the harness for SIV.
But why do you say that? Why is this not the harness for SIV?
Because of these buckles, and the harnesses with airbag or inflatable protection. This is very dangerous because you are tilted forward.
Yeah. And once you land in water, it pushes you down and keeps floating
it pushes your head down. Yes.
Yeah. But
this is real.
Yeah. Apart from the airbag, is there a buckle problem with using this with the chest strap?
Yes, I think so, because the fast lock buckles, when you have to just push one button and clip it out. So this buckle, you have to put one frame from another. So it's maybe more complicated in the stressful situation.
Okay. Yeah. So, but you have only two buckles, but two
separate
buckles.
I have two.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Got that. Okay, that's nice. Thank you for letting us know that you should be careful when you're doing an SIV, and definitely don't try this over water anytime without doing an SIV and having a boat. But yeah, that's interesting that you have two buckles and you can use that for the kind of flying that you're doing. And mostly in Europe is where I see that this could be very popular, because, well, in India, we don't have too much of hike and fly, but we do have a lot of soaring and XC flying. And
for sure.
Airbag is really important for us because landing conditions at times are pretty rough during the middle of the day during summer. And we've also seen that airbags do really help. So can we now talk about the material that you've used before I go on to the next part of this harness, the back part?
Yes, for sure. The main material is nylon ripstop fabric, which is really strong, durable, but really light. 1 square meter weight is about 100 grams or even less. Okay. Because I use 210 denier material and 70 denier material.
Okay.
Both are ripstop. So I use nylon webbings, 25 millimeters, 1,600 kilograms load. I mean, breaking load. So they are quite strong. Yeah. And I use Austro-Alpine frame buckles for adjustment and for clothing. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Also, quite modern material nitinol for the airbag wire.
Okay.
Yeah. this really flexible wire which you cannot bend even after 1,000 parking. It doesn't bend.
Okay, so it pushes the airbag down and inflates.
Yes, it pre-inflates it at the takeoff, and
that's important.
Always keep the shape. Yeah, always keep the proper shape.
That's important. Yes, and you, while using this, you still manage to keep the total weight about 2.2 kilograms. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
This is with the airbag.
Yes, this is a full with speed bar, light speed bar without rigid parts, without rigid tube. This is a webbing speed bar with nitinol wire.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, with speed bar, carabiners, the harness, seat plate, plastic seat plate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything.
All in all, 2.2.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really amazing. So if we add a reserve of, let's say, the new reserves are like about 800 grams or a kilo.
Yeah, 1 kilogram.
So we're talking about 3 kilos, 3.2 kgs of
your 3 point something.
And maybe 1.5, 2 kilos of the wing. And we're talking about 5 to 6 kilos of your entire kit for hike and fly, which is really nice. And I've also seen that you've got a lot of space behind to pack things up. Your backpack opens up into a lot of space behind.
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah. So it's easy to put stuff inside. You don't need to really worry about what else can carry.
Yes, for sure. And it has a special place for the camelback, for the radio, for the stuff. Yeah.
So already it's pre-designed for the radio and the camelback.
Yes. Yes. There's a special place specially organized place for the radio on the shoulders and pockets inside of behind your back.
Okay.
And the special tunnel when you have to make this garniture headphones.
Right.
And the tube for the camelback. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Everything inside you.
Okay. So then you have the outer bag, and I see that you have used a diagonal zip across.
Yes.
Why would that be? What's your idea behind that?
Because it's really easy to close and after takeoff and after you parked your glider in. And I was really inspired by this X-Alp Saleva bag. You know this?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there is quite X-Alp, Saleva X-Alp, something like this. Yeah. One friend of mine here has this backpack, and I tried it once and it was just amazing, and I thought, wow, I need to make something like this.
Okay.
Yeah, because my really philosophy of the company is I want to provide the big value for the customers. So if I can make a small improvement on the backpack, on every zipper and every weapon, so I do this.
Nice. Awesome.
Yes,
so,
and for sure.
How does that? Is this EN rated as of now? Not yet. You were trying to rate it, right?
Yes, I am gonna make a certification this summer. I already made 2 samples for the certification. Yeah, but basically they just do a load test for the weapons.
Right.
About 6 tests. And for the rescue parachute loops and for the rescue parachute deployment.
Yeah, but I guess when people really want to buy, they really look at the EN rating. That makes it a little bit, it sort of helps them make a decision. So I guess that's important.
Yes, for sure.
Once you have that, I think that would be, so this summer is something that is your plan, right? To get the EN rating certification?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm gonna make it this summer.
And is there a website that people can go and see this product?
Yeah, we are on the process. It's not launched yet, but I think maybe it's gonna take 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It's gonna be finished.
Yeah, but you are present on Instagram.
Yes, only Instagram. Yeah, because I just launched this company and I sell this harness just for my friends and their friends. You know, it's like.
Okay. Awesome. It looks really nice, Eugene. For our listeners, the Instagram handle is Instream_harness. You can search for Instream and you can follow him on on Insta. I'll also put up the link on my Instagram account, which is the Acro Guy. And when we publish this podcast, so you guys can go check it out. And it comes in two colors. One is a gray and blue, and red and gray, two different
Yes.
colors.
Yes, and already I know that we're gonna make one more color, is black, because a lot of people ask me about, please make this, you make this harness black. I want
because
to.
because it gets dirty and black is easier to clean. And yeah, that's
Yeah,
the same with
probably.
us also, because we have red mud over here on our takeoffs and landings, so everything gets a little brownish tinge to it. So yeah, everything gets dirty. Awesome. So do you want to talk about the cost, or do people just get in touch with you and you'll give them the cost for this?
Yeah, I can tell the price is 420 euro for the moment before certification. Yeah.
Okay.
For the full kit, I mean, with the airbag, rescue parachute container, speed bar, carabiners, seat plate.
Cool. That's really nice. But I just want to make one thing clear over here, that there's no this is not a commercial promotion. This is not a commercial episode. It's just that I really like the harness that Eugene designed, and I wanted to support our community. I really like to support people who are coming up with new ideas and a smaller company, and anything that we can do to help them and promote the word, spread the word around in our community. So just wanted to make that very clear. Eugene, is there anything else that you'd like to add? Sorry.
I don't know, actually. I don't think so. Yeah.
Awesome, cool. So to summarize, this is a new harness. It's a mix of two harnesses. One is a hike and fly, and the other one is a normal chair harness. You buy one and you get both, and you can switch the in-seat reserve from the right and left.
Yes.
That's right. So, and you get a big bag across with it, with a lot of place for things. The total weight is 2.2 kilograms, with everything: carabiner, speed bar, seat plate, everything put in. And
yes,
it's
right.
available for 420 euros. And you're going to do EN certification soon, and then you'll also be having your own website till then.
Yes.
Awesome, Eugene. Right. I really appreciate you coming on and talking about your product. I really appreciate that you've, in spite of having so many other products in market and harnesses, that you designed something and you plan to launch this. And I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Encourage the listeners to go check out your Instagram account. I'll post this on my Instagram account, which is the Acro Guy. And when we publish this episode, it will be out there and people can get in touch with you. And for the Indian community here, if there's anything that you want me to do, we'll be happy to spread the word, which I've already done a little bit, but we can still do more. So thank you so much, Eugene.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you very much.